But I mean,
Live. We are live. Yay.
go us.
Yay. Yeah. So, hello, beautiful humans. We're still going to learn Python. We're just going to possibly do it a different way than with um, Jay, because Jay's not here. But now that we're doing it as we have something more open to do, like that we have a framework that's not reliant on one person, because I think that was the biggest thing, was having Jay do it, was we would be reliant on one person, and with all of our schedules that just wasn't going to work.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So figured I will set my schedule to stream weekly, and then we'll see who shows up to stream with us. And yay, Damien, you're here. Yay. Now, how do we want to learn today? We were talking about free code camp?
Free code boot camp is what I think we were talking about before.
So for those who are tuning in for the first time, learning with Jay, which could be his own show, kind of like learning with Jason, but learning with Jay, Jay has been very like hands-on and just gives us like a, hey, this is an idea to go check out something. And that's how the show used to be. It Teach Gen Tech used to be very, hey, I'm just gonna go learn whatever somebody teaches me. But it didn't always have structure to be able to go back and verify my learnings. And I found that was very hard with trying to get people to learn along with me, but then also for my own reference points to go back to the learnings. So I'm either we're gonna go through the book of Automate the Boring stuff like we talked about, or we were thinking of trying free code camp. Do you want to share your screen of your Googles of what we should learn or how we should learn?
I don't think anyone should see my Googles. But
I remember when I would share like my my ChatGPT history. But it was like when it first came out, so I literally didn't use it for anything cool. And then I was like, oh no. Nobody gets to see my ChatGPT. But was that a yes? You wanted to share your screen or no as you research it? Not that one. This one. Yay. So it looks like this is what we are going to stick with for better or for worse. We're going to be married to this thing, at least for this stream. Maybe for future streams. Okay. Aaron, you're not the boss of me. But okay.
click begin course.
And the suspense. Aaron's like, I'm over this. Let's go. I totally get it. I get it. We are going to read some of this out loud. Mostly that's for me because I understand this stuff better. I don't skip words. I'm very dyslexic, so I skip words a lot. So if I read it out loud, at least I'm least likely to. Hello, Python.
A lot of reading, by the way.
It is a lot of reading, but you know, it looks better than a book. This is 2 paragraphs to get to some code.
Let's do it.
All right. A quick introduction to Python syntax, variable assignment, and numbers tutorial. This course covers key Python skills you'll need so you can start using Python for data science. The course is ideal for someone with some previous coding experience who wants to add Python to their repertoire. If you're a first-time coder, you are encouraged to check out our Intro to Programming course, which is designed for complete beginners who would like to get started with Python.
Sure, we could do that instead.
I mean, I feel like you and I both have like a smidge of coding experience.
Yeah, just a small bit.
I'm like, I have deployed websites before. And I've done workshops. I can
man.
host workshops.
I
You
feel
want to
like
start
you're
with the...
leaps and bounds ahead of me, but I'm here for the ride. Let's do it.
All right. We'll start with a brief overview of Python syntax, variable assignment, and arithmetic operators. That I'm staring at that word because that is not where I would have gone with that word. How to guess what the word was. It's cool. Hello, Python. Python was named for the British comedy trope Monty Python, so we'll make our first Python program a homage to their skit about spam. Just for fun, try reading over the code below and predicting what it's going to do when you run. If you have no idea, that's fine. Then click the output button to see the results of our program. I'm not going to click output yet.
Spam, egg, spam, bacon, spam.
4 more servings of spam.
If spam is greater than 0, print. I don't want any spam.
Print Viking song. Okay. Why would we put spam plus 4? Like, why would anybody want... That's where I'm gonna get stuck on this coding stuff. I'm like, wait, what's behind this? Why would somebody want to put plus 4 on it? Especially if the code is gonna be greater than 0. Like, I don't want any spam if it's greater than 0. Apparently, I need to watch Monty Python again.
Well, what do you think it's going to be?
It is greater than 0.
It is.
Oh.
It's going to print 2 things.
Spam amount equals 0. So print spam amount. But if spam... I guess I'm not sure where it would say what the input is, because is that just this line up here, and then why would we put these down here?
I think they're both considered inputs.
Well.
But there's 2 prints. Though, yeah, there's 2 prints. Spam times spam amount, which should be 4. So it would say spam 4 times and right above, but I don't want any more spam, or don't want any more spam. Don't want any spam. Jesus.
So is it going to write spam amount 0, so it's going to print I don't want any spam, and then it's going to write the Viking song,
which is spam times spam amount. So 4 spams.
All right.
I'm assuming.
Any guesses on what this will say before we hit show hidden output?
A lot of
anyone. I'm going to take a drinking break. I'm not seeing any comments. I'm going to click it. Show hidden output. 0. But I don't want any spam. Spam.
You're right. Don't even need the chapter.
Bam. We did it. There's a lot to unpack here. This silly program demonstrates many important aspects of what program code looks like and how it works. Let's review the code from top to bottom. Spam underscore amount equals 0. Oh, I kind of like the way this is set up. Sorry, it's like breaking down each line of code. And I'm liking this. Damien may make that face many times of, Jen, you're annoying the fuck out of me. I feel like that is something that happens a lot.
What? I didn't say you're annoying me. I just thought it was hilarious. It's a very ADHD friendly tool.
But But it like goes back and is like, hey, here's everything, but then we're going to break down each thing that's in there. So spam underscore amount equals 0 is a variable assignment. Here we create a variable called spam underscore amount and is assigned to the value of 0 using equal sign, which is called the assignment operator. Note, if you programmed in other languages like Java or C++, you might be noticing some things Python doesn't require us to do here. We don't need to declare spam amount before assigning to it. And we don't need to tell Python what type of value spam amount is going to refer to. In fact, we can even go on to reassign spam amount to refer to a different thing like a string or a boolean.
Ah, yes. What I was doing last week or the week before.
Yeah, that's actually a good clarification because I kept thinking that we do need to declare what it is because I think we do that in JavaScript too.
Yeah, like declaring it a var or a
Yeah.
string, str.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to do last time, and Jay was like, "You're almost there," and I'm like, "I don't feel like I'm here. I don't get it."
I still need to make clips from last week, so more to come. So, and then print. What did we decide these are called? Are these parentheses?
Yes, those are parentheses.
Okay. I feel like I need to put a sticky note on my computer. These are parentheses. These are curly brackets. These are square brackets. Print parentheses, spam underscore amount parentheses 0. Function calls. Print is a Python function that displays the value passed to it on the screen. We call functions by putting parentheses after their name and putting the inputs or arguments to the functions in those parentheses. Anyone else get confused with arguments? Because it makes me think about like arguments like grumpy people, not arguments like how to think about it on a mathematical stance.
I mean, you can think about it as grumpy people that are doing math, if that makes it easier for you.
I think that's a great way to think about arguments. Grumpy people doing math.
Maybe that'll help. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see. All right. And okay. And then something that is good to know for learning, if I didn't know any programming, and I know that I would have asked this back then, would be that the pound or hashtag ordering spam, egg, spam, bacon, and spam for 4 more servings of spam.
Mhm.
This is all actually commented out, meaning that it doesn't go into the code. I say that because if I didn't have any coding experience, I wouldn't realize that was commented out.
I always forget how to do that, and then I realize in Python it's just adding the number symbol.
Well, it's
Pound.
different in
It's
each of
different in
them,
JavaScript, I believe. So the first line above is a comment. In Python, comments begin with the hashtag symbol or pound or number symbol. Next, we see an example of reassignment. Reassigning the value of a existing variable looks just the same as creating a variable. It still uses the equal sign assignment operator. In this case, the value we're assigning to spam amount involves a simple arithmetic on its previous value. When it encounters this line, Python evaluates the expression on the right-hand side, equal 0 plus 4 equals 0, and then assigns the value to the variable on the left-hand side. And 5, if spam amount is greater than 0, print, but I don't want any spam. Viking song equals spam, print Viking song. I think they're missing a spam here. Should be 4 spams. We won't
That's a good
talk
question.
much about conditions until later, but even if you never coded before, you can probably guess what this does. Python is prized for its readability and simplicity. Note, how we indicate which code belongs to if, but I don't want to spam, is supposed to be printed if spam amount is positive. But later in code, like print Viking song, should be executed no matter what. How do we and Python know that? The colon at the end of the line if indicates that a new code block is started. Subsequent lines which are indented are part of the code block. So this is something that Jay was getting on me about because I was not indenting my code. And I guess in Python, like that's what you do. You have to indent it if you want it to coincide or go with the code that you were setting up before. And my if statements look like trash because I was not doing that. And I was forgetting my semicolon a lot too, which is just
Yeah.
faux pas.
I feel like that's something very different that's harder to learn with compared to like JavaScript, because JavaScript doesn't do indents as much. At least that I remember, like you don't
I
have
don't
to do
remember.
it. You don't have to do it. And same with, I'm pretty sure, HTML and CSS. Like you don't
Yep.
have to do indents the way Python does.
You definitely don't have to do it in CSS or HTML. Note, if you ever coded before, you might know that some other languages use curly braces on the mark or to mark the beginning and end of code blocks. Python's use of meaningful white space can be surprising to some programmers who are accustomed to other languages. But in practice, it can lead to more consistent and readable code than languages that do not enforce indentation of code blocks. That makes sense. The later lines dealing with Viking song are not indented with an extra 4 spaces, so they are not part of the ifs code block. We'll see more examples of indented code blocks later when we define functions using loops. This code snippet is also our first citing of a string in Python, but I don't want any spam. Strings can be marked either by double or single quotation marks, but because this particular string contains a single quote character, we might confuse Python by trying to surround it with single quotes unless we're careful.
I'm going back up
Okay, I see.
and
Because it already has that in there.
yeah, because it. Oh, so I'm not going to look at 5 because 5 is missing the fourth spam. I'm going to look at the very beginning. But if spam is greater than 0, that print has the quotes because it's not referring to something that was declared.
No, what it's saying, and specifically the quote, is because don't has an apostrophe in it, it doesn't want to use the single quotes. So you know how in quotes you can use the
Oh, yeah.
quotation mark or the single quotation mark, which I think is called parentheses. Not parentheses. Oh my god. I just used the word. I'm blanking. I'm nervous.
Quote, single quote. What else are they called?
Apostrophe.
Apostrophe. Yes, that is what it's called, apostrophe.
It doesn't want to use apostrophe because it doesn't want to use single quote because it has an apostrophe in it and it thinks it'll throw it off. I'm assuming. Viking underscore song equals spam times spam amount or spam underscore amount. Print Viking song. I'm not gonna say underscores. Gives you 4 spams. The star or asterisk or multiplier operator can be used to multiply 2 numbers. 3 times 3. Evaluates? That's the word? Is that the word? Why would you use
Yeah.
Why would you use evaluates in that?
Equals?
Okay. Yeah, that's what I would assume would have been written there, but
gonna,
evaluates.
let's look up evaluates.
No. I feel like that's the correct term for it. I just didn't expect that it would be used in that sentence. Python uses evaluates. Okay. Thank you, Aaron. evaluates to 9, but we can use multiply as a string by a number to get the version that's been repeated many times. Python offers a number of cheeky little time-saving tricks like this, where operators like times and add have different meanings depending on what kind of thing they're applied to. The technical term for this is operator overloading. Numbers and arithmetic in Python. We've already seen examples of variable containing a number above in 7. Popcorn Jenn.
Numbers in arithmetic in Python, we've already seen an example of a variable containing a number above. In line 7, spam underscore amount equals 0. Number is a fine informal name for the kind of thing, but if we want to be more technical, we could ask Python how it would describe the type of thing that a spam amount is. In line 8, type parenthesis spam underscore amount parenthesis out line 8 int, and it's an int short for integer. There's some sort of number we commonly encounter in Python. In 9, type parenthesis 19.95 parenthesis out 9 float. Float is a number with a decimal place, very useful for representing things like weights or proportions. Type parentheses is a second built-in function we've seen after print parentheses, and it's a good thing to remember. It's very useful to be able to ask Python, what kind of thing is this? A natural thing to want to do with numbers is perform arithmetic. We've seen the plus operator for addition and the asterisk operator for multiplication. Python also has us covered with the rest of the basic buttons of your calculator. One interesting thing to observe is that whereas your calculator probably has one button for division, Python can do 2 times true division, which is basically what your calculator does. I'm lost. Like, I got lost. Like, I kept reading. I was like, maybe if I keep reading, I'm going to figure out the answer on this. And I'm just. Let me go back to the very beginning thing. Very beginning. Let's go. So there are no integers in the thing that we did. Like, we did not declare an integer. We did not use int anywhere. Got it.
Correct.
Okay, so back to number 7. So spam equals 0 is a number, is fine for an informal name of the kind of thing. But in line 8, type span amount. But I need to look at these side by side. Hold on.
I think what it's saying is it's saying in line 8, if you ask for the type of like what spam amount is, it's going to give you integer instead of string or what was the other one? Boolean.
Okay, hide this. There we go.
So I think what it's trying to tell you is type is a really good way to figure out what your current operator is. Not operator.
Okay.
Line of code is. Spam. I think. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, that does make more sense for what Aaron said of honestly very complex way of showing data types. But stop with the keeps opening that. So it's saying that spam amount is a data type, and it was showing that it was an integer. I'm not sure. These are just types. Okay. All right. Well, We print can in line 10. This is supposed to say in line 10, right?
N line 10 or N10?
Yeah. Yeah, in 10 is line 10, right?
I don't think so.
Or just in code section? What is this? Like this. Ooh. It's a notebook. Maybe in notebook 10, 11? Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a notebook. These are all little itty bitty Jupyter notebooks. No, one backlash gives us, oh, is that true division? But two backlashes give us
Rounded.
rounded number. Okay. And a float is something with a decimal. No float has no decimal. I think.
Floats
I
allow
think
decimals, and then you're correct. No floats.
okay. Where do you think this could be useful?
Calculator.
That's the
I
only
mean,
thing I'm thinking of.
and honestly, like if we're just thinking in terms of data science, it makes perfect sense for like back end development information. So like if we were trying to calculate, I don't know, banking information or I don't, everything I'm thinking of involves money.
That's the only thing that I could come up with is it would have to do with money. I mean, maybe time.
I feel like you wouldn't use points at that point, maybe, because I feel like time would be, I don't know, used in a different way. I don't know if you would use float for time. Maybe.
Oh, hey, we get to talk about order of operations.
Look at that. Look at us.
Order of operations. The arithmetic we learned in primary school has conventions about the order of operations in which order of operations are evaluated. Some remember these by mnemonic. Is it
Yeah,
mnemonic?
it's mnemonic.
Mnemonic, such as PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Python follows similar rules, which calculations perform first. They're mostly pretty intuitive. Order of operations, we've read this thing twice, and basically it knows based on this that it will do I'm pausing
Okay.
because it says PEMDAS is parentheses, exponents, multiplication, slash division, addition, slash subtraction.
Mm-hmm.
And because it says addition first there, I would have done addition of 3 plus 2, which is 5, and 8 minus 5 is 3. I would not have done subtraction first.
So think about it like this. It says addition or subtraction, but it just means both of those
Yeah.
are in the same level of when it can be used. So if they're both on the same line, it's just going left to right.
I'm glad we talked about this because reading it, that's not something that would have clicked for me. Other than seeing that the outcome was different is what made it go, oh, that's why.
So just
Let's
think of
do
it as order of operation. So addition and subtraction have the same order. So if parentheses is 1, exponents is 2, multiplication division is 3, and then addition and subtraction is 4.
And I feel like it makes enough sense for what they're saying here. Sometimes the default order of operations isn't what we want. Hat height centimeters is 25. My hat height centimeters is 190. in the comments, how tall am I in meters or my height in centimeters is 190. How tall am I in meters wearing that hat? So total height meters equals hat height meters plus my height meters divided by 100.
Yeah, because they're doing centimeters. And they ask for meters, I'm
Got
assuming.
it. Thank you.
Which is weird because I don't know why they would divide by. Oh no, that's right. I'm tripping.
So 100 centimeters go into 1 meter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you see where they messed up at?
Yeah, because since they didn't do a parentheses, you would have divided my height centimeters divided by 100 instead of doing the hat height plus my height before doing the division.
Crushed it.
Damn. Now that I knew what that division was for. Oh yeah, and then they showed in 15 that they switched it. Built-in functions. Okay, I'm gonna set popcorn to you, Damien, because I've been talking about it a lot.
Okay. Built-in functions for working with numbers. Min and max return the minimum and maximum of their arguments respectively. Print min 1, 2, 3. Print max 1, 2, 3. 1 and 3. Abs returns absolute value of an argument. Print abs 32. Print abs negative 32. 32 and 32. In addition to being names of Python's two main numericals, int and float can be called as functions which convert their arguments to the corresponding type. Print float 10, print int 3.33. They can even be called on strings. Print int 107 plus 1. So print float turns into 10.0, print int 333 turns into 3, and then print int string of 807 plus 1 turns into 808.
And as we talked earlier, I think argument to me, just thinking that it means like equation or whatever, makes a lot more sense to me. But having to think back on absolute value, that makes sense. And this all makes sense to me. Does it make sense to you? For the
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I think absolute is just like, this is gonna sound so dumb. I think absolute is an absolutely positive. It's your turn. Now is your chance. Try your first Python programming exercise.
Yes. We have half an hour to do this.
We can do this.
Oh. All right. This is an exercise in your Python course. You can reference the tutorial in this link. Welcome to your first set of Python coding problems. If this is your first time using Kaggle notebooks, welcome. Notebooks are composed of blocks called cells of text and code. Each of these is editable though you'll mainly be editing the code cells to answer some of the questions. To get started, try running the code below by pressing the play button or clicking the cell by pressing Control Enter on your keyboard. I'm like, isn't this the same? Aren't these Jupyter notebooks? And also, where's my play button?
Excuse me. Your play button's at the top.
But is it going to run all of them or just the first one?
There's one for run all, but then there's one for run current cell.
Yeah, if I click into the cell, it'll play it. Play. Session starting. Waiting for Jupyter.
Try adding another line of code and rerunning it.
Is this working for anybody else?
Works for me.
Wow, that took a minute. You've successfully run some Python code. Congratulations. Try adding another line of code in the cell above and rerunning it. Okay, well, we will do this. Print. Oh. Hello, hello, beautiful human. Out of curiosity, I'm just going to try this now because I've never tried it. I don't know if it can print emojis. And oh, it can. Did y'all know it could print emojis? That is really exciting.
I feel like everyone but us knew that it could print emojis.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure nobody else cares if it can print emojis, but I'm really excited that it can print emojis. All right. Now it's time to get a little fancier. Add a new line of new code cell by clicking an existing code cell, hitting the escape key, and then hitting A or B key. The A key will add a cell to the current cell. The B key adds a cell below. Oh. Escape. A?
Back in my days, emojis weren't normal text. Fair enough.
I mean, I don't think emojis are normal text either, because I write technical content and I still want to put emojis in it. I have to be told, Jen, you're not putting emojis in your stuff. It's not as serious. I'm like, but people need to feel the emotion. They don't. All right. Yay! I created a new cell block, and I'm gonna keep scrolling down. Damien, did you get your new cell block?
Yep, I put it above.
Code cell. Okay. Each hands-on exercise starts by setting up our feedback and code checking mechanism. Run the code cell below to do that. Then you'll be ready to move on to question 0. Play. Setup complete. You're ready to start question 0. Okay, all you. Popcorning to you.
Okay. This is a silly question intended as an introduction to the format we use for hands-on exercises throughout all Kagle courses. What is your favorite color? To complete this question, create a variable called color in the cell below with the appropriate value. The function called q0.check parentheses, which we've already provided in the cell below, will check your answer.
I have no, it needs to be this, baby. Incorrect. That's cool. Let's try this. I got even more incorrect.
Oh, whoops. I did a print. I should have done print.
Incorrect.
Special quiz is special.
Well, it says incorrect, but it printed green. Because there's a space? Let's try with no spaces. Incorrect. Why is it incorrect? Create a variable called color with an appropriate value on the line below. Remember, delete the pound in the line below to make one of the lines run. Removing the pound is called uncommenting. That
Not
is
that
a
we
great
see.
call. Yeah, I don't think there's a what makes an appropriate value. In the line below. Oh, hint. We can get a hint. So I will ask for a hint here. Your favorite color rhymes with glue. My favorite color is not blue, so no. I'm asking for the solution. Are you ready to ask for the solution?
I swear to God, if it says blue. Go ahead.
Solution. It is.
What?
I put it.
Why would you?
We did it right. What is your favorite color?
Purple.
My favorite color is green.
I think it's more frustrating that there is a correct answer for color instead of it just.
Python reference?
Hmm?
Oh. It's a Monty Python reference.
Oh, what the?
Yeah. Yeah. Birds of Death. What's your favorite color? That could have been a very easy.
That's an
That
easy
could have
fix.
been. That could have been a great hint.
Instead of saying
Monty
complete the
Python.
question, yeah, it should have given out the entire saying of, or like in reference to the movie Monty Python. What is your favorite? I don't know. That's spicy.
What is your favorite color in Monty Python? What is their favorite color? Okay, now that we're over being grumpy at this one.
Or they could have said, hey, you've come to a bridge. A man asks you, what is your favorite color? Another solid reference. I didn't get it until I saw the hint either.
Yeah. Kaggle. Yeah. This makes me a grumpy duck. But I've liked the rest of it. So I'm going to continue on past a grumpy duck.
Okay, one, complete the code below in case it's helpful. Here's a table of variable arithmetic operations. Create a variable called radius equal to half the diameter.
Create a variable called area using the formula of the area circle pi times the radius squared.
Oh, I thought we were going to do it one at a time, but yes.
Yeah, well, yes, do it one at a time, but this makes my head hurt. Create a variable. Okay. Radius equals 0.5 times. Well, I guess it's diameter divided by 2. And then this one is called area equals area of a circle pi times radius squared.
Ooh, I don't know how to do. Oh, okay, that's how.
Times area. Wait. Radius.
Squared is double multiplication.
Oh. That's good to know. Times 2. Check. Correct. Yes. When it's actually doing what's on the screen, we got it right. All right. On to question 2. How many questions are there? All right, there's 4 questions. I feel like we got this.
Yeah.
Add
the
what?
Oh, go ahead.
Are you gonna read it? You can read it.
Okay. Add to the code cell by swapping variables A and B so that A refers to the object previously referred to by B and vice versa. Set up the code. Do not touch this part. If you're curious, these examples of lists, we'll talk about them in depth in a few lessons from now. For now, just know that there are yet another type of Python object like int or float. Your code goes here. Swap the values. It goes over the values, and then it says your code goes here. Swap the values to which A and B refer. If you get stuck, you can always uncomment one or both of the lines in the next cell for a hint or peek at the solution.
Wait, what? Swap the values to which A and B refer.
Oops, spaces have together.
This just makes me want to copy and paste them and just switch them.
Yeah. I mean, you're smarter than me. You copied and pasted. I typed it all out.
Whoa, I got a very, very long hint. They want you to use the variables to swap them rather than try and list out yourself. Oh. A equals B.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Is it because I have to do them? I'm going to do it like this. I don't think this is right either. I'm going to ask for a hint.
Oh, I think I can understand it.
Try using a third. Oh.
So A should equal C. B should equal A, and then A should go back to nope. B should equal C, and then A should equal B at the end. I think. Or I just broke the entire code.
I have to be able to put C first. C equals
C equals A.
I'm like, wait, which one am I typing out? 2, 3. And
B and A have the same value.
If you reassign B to A first, they are both equal when you do B A.
Yep. That's
C equals A B. Try using a third
order of operations. Yeah. Okay, got it. Jesus. C equals A, and then A equals B, and then B equals C.
But when are you defining C?
The very first thing you do is define C. C equals A. So you're temporarily making C equal to A. A changes from being what it used to be to B, and then in the end, B becomes C again, or B becomes A by becoming C. If that makes sense.
I guess
that's like the cup game.
It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense to me because it's like, wouldn't that just repeat what we were just doing when we said B equals A and A equals B? By adding that third variable, why doesn't it replace it? So, like, why doesn't it cause a bigger loop?
So think about it like this. Because there's an order of operation, there's no loop because it says this equals this. We take this out and move it. So this is now equal to this. So A or C is now A. So C is a copy of A. You take C, or you take A and you make it equal to B. A is now a copy of B. You take B and you have it equal to C. It's now a copy of A, but there's no loop in that because we're not asking it to do it again. Since that's the last operation, that's the last thing we ask of the computer.
Okay. I'm gonna say yes. Like, what you guys are saying makes sense. It's like just behind the scenes getting it to catch up. Like, part of it makes very sense to me, but part of it is just hard to accept. I don't know if that makes sense. But okay,
I'm trying to
we
see the
have.
solution.
I don't know why it says TMP.
Temp.
Oh, temp. Yeah.
We demystify a bit. Oh,
Oh,
tuples.
tuples.
Hey, that's what Jay was talking about last week.
I like that. Intuition will come with practice. Yes. I think that's the hardest thing with learning to code is it's like having to rewire thought processes. But all right, we have 14 minutes.
Let's do this. Add parentheses to the following expression so that it equals 1. Got that. Let's go.
Well, let's make sure I got that because I think I got it, but pressure. Yay!
I actually didn't type it yet.
Oh.
We're good.
Okay. 3B, which is a pepper.
It's a spicy question. Mark a spicy pepper because it's a bit harder. Add parentheses to the following expression to make it equal 0. Okay.
I kind of just I'm going to do random parentheses because it looks fun. So I'm honestly not looking at this. I just want to see what. So that was definitely not it. But it's also just kind of fun to do so. This is definitely not it, but it was also really fun to do it.
0.
Bye, Tim. Thanks for joining us. We'll be here next week, same time.
Same bat time, same bat network.
Oh, I did it. So I did it without meaning to do it because I was just trying to put parentheses in random places.
Jesus, Jen, that's not how that's supposed to work.
Why not?
So 6 minus 8.
I just gotta say, like, putting parentheses in random places is a
Minus
great
2,
place
yeah.
to start trying to learn to do stuff.
I agree, but at the same time, what if this had been like 20 characters long?
It would have taken me longer to guess.
Fair enough. All right, let's scroll down to 4.
Okay. It's the last one. All right.
Alice, Bob, and Carol, there's a missing comma, have agreed to pool their Halloween candy and split it evenly amongst themselves. For the sake of their friendship, any candy left over will be smashed. What kind of weird...
So they get fully equal. They don't have a Jenn in their life that will steal all their candy.
What kind of... Okay, any candies left over will be smashed. For example, if they bring home 91 candies, they each take 30 and smash 1. With arithmetic expression below, calculate how many candies they must smash for a given haul. I'm trying to figure out what kind of weird suicide pact friendship that they have that they just can't like give away the candies or like break the candies so they can have equal people. Besides the point.
You know what?
Besides the point.
Seriously, they don't have a Jenn in their life that will just follow them around until they give them candy.
That's besides the point. Your code goes here. Replace the right hand side assignment expression.
Yeah. Can you print an equation? I don't know.
Yes.
I just want to know the answer, not check. Oh, I guess. Okay, you're not. Can we math this really quick?
Yeah.
You make me not want to use. Okay, fine. We will.
Do you ever
We'll do
just
the
pull it
problem.
up on my phone?
I was, no joke, going to just do spotlight search and just like add them all, so that way it gave me
307.
Okay, thanks. See, I'm doing it beforehand because I'm like,
I don't really think you have to know the exact amount in order to do it. Candy.
oh, where did I get a bracket? I didn't mean to bracket. Print. That's fair. Print bracket. Parenthesis. Alice. No, I never use this. No, I need another one. And object is not callable because you can't take. Okay, so I will do this. Do.
Okay, divided by 3. That's not going to be right, but let's do it.
Do you think I'll need to reset my kernels?
When you've updated your starter code, check. Code.
Oh. I feel like anybody watching us do this.
Screaming at their computer screen right now?
Yeah. I don't even know how to reset your kernel.
Your kernel? What are you talking about?
Basically, I told it something and it's not going to forget what I told it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Slash equals.
There. See if that helps. Okay. Q4. Ah.
What?
I'm breaking shit. I don't know how I did that. Or rename it.
Each candy.
Yes, we're starting to clear everyone from the top. Use Shift Enter to 1. And now it went to 2. 3. Why are you not find? Run from the top. Okay. You can run from the top. This happens in our workshop sometimes. Okay, well, we're going to get this right if I'm rerunning everything. We'll get the right answer. Correct, even though it shouldn't be correct.
Candy. Trying to think. Like, I know the answer. How do I get Python to know the answer?
Yeah. Hey.
Did you get it?
No, I just got what it was arguing with me about.
Go you. Crushing it.
But I think it's not going to like this because of... Okay, so... Oh.
Why are you printing?
To see the answer. 7. Minus... Maybe... Yum candies minus 1, 2, 5. Okay. I got 3 minutes before I gotta jump on this call.
Are you gonna get it in 3 minutes? Because I don't even think I'm gonna get it in 3 minutes.
I don't know. Wait. On this now.
I need to update the code.
Okay, I'm gonna look at a hint. I'm looking at a hint.
Okay.
Module operator. You probably want to use a module Modulo operator percentage. Percentage. Scrolling up.
It wasn't shown up above that I know of.
Oh, then why would they give us something they're not even referencing to?
Oh wait, there it is.
Where? Oh, module
Remainder.
integer.
Ah.
Oh. Integer remainder after division of A by
Oh,
B.
that's so perfect. That's actually exactly what we're looking for.
Says it. Percentage to finish.
Oh, because I missed an S. You're right. Aha, got it right.
What did you get? How'd you get it?
You want me to share my screen or me tell you?
Oh wait.
So where you have to smash, remove to smash.
Okay.
Because you're changing the to smash at the bottom. So what I have is my code says total candy equals Alice candies plus Bob candies plus Carol candies, which is what you have for Yum candies. You also need parentheses, I believe.
I had it in parentheses.
No. The Yum candies equation. I believe you need that in parentheses. So Yum candies equals Alice.
Oh, it was adding earlier.
Okay, as long as it adds.
Earlier.
My next line I have each candy, which would be yum candies for you, equals total candy, which is yum candies for you. So make a new variable instead of yum candies. Oh, I'm sorry, in front of yum candies. In front of yum candies, make a new variable.
Oh,
Call
like
it whatever you want. Everyone's candies, teen candies. Okay. And then that equals yum candies with the modular of 3. And then 2 smash should equal this is silly, which is what I have.
oh, so it would have to be.
You have to put it in. No. Just remove the -1 and just put your variable. They call it variable in Python, right?
Oh, we got it. Okay. Well, I totally have to jump to a call.
Yep.
And
Don't be late.
we got it. We got it. I'm really proud of us. And thank you, Nsweep.
I know.
Nsweep, you should like join us for all of them ever.
Agreed.
I am going to raid y'all. Actually, let's go to learn with Jason and tell Jason hi for me. Yes. How do I rate? Oh no, you're offline. Just kidding. It just said you were live. You're not live now. Okay, we'll do Alt F4. We'll start raid. Tell them hi and raid now. Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense, Vinny, because I was like, dude, WTF? Raid now. Okay. Bye, everyone.